twist on a beat.
The red light is blinking, and that means you guys tuned into 3 Men and a Baby Face. I'm Kaiser Soze. I got with me Smooth B25.
Yo, yo.
My man Neo Go Tanks.
Back like I never left.
And SonicNerd has been drinking dollar drafts at Applebee's, and so he's got beer muscles right now. And he decided to team up with Smooth, and he has a lot to say. Well, what is it?
I'm a little drunk.
4K rant.
You told me.
All right, I got a bone to pick.
Okay,
I have a bone to pick with Smooth, okay? Because
what?
Well, yeah, it's.
Can I tell you something real quick? I'm disappointed. I thought you were coming at me. The fact that I knew nothing about this rant, I was like, oh yeah, it's on.
No.
I had my gloves on, dude. I was ready to get at you. Like, what is it? What do you want?
No, this has to do with Smooth because this morning, the viewers may know we all have a group chat, so we'll discuss topics that we're gonna discuss for the show, and I had a very innocent question. I thought I said, hey, Overwatch just got a 4K update. I know there's a lot of new content. Do you guys think it's a good time to jump in? I know that Neo and I know that Ace, you're very much into Overwatch. You play it more often than I do, so I just asked the question. And of course, Smooth wants to come in and stir the pot because that's what he does. He likes to take jabs and take shots at people.
He hit the insta-hate button.
He hit the insta-hate button. He put the hate mask on. It was early in the morning too. I haven't even had coffee. I hadn't had coffee yet. And he comes at me full force. He's like,
so what I don't understand.
The only reason why you want Overwatch is because it has a 4K update, and you wouldn't play this. Oh, you wouldn't play this game if it didn't have a 4K update, and blah blah blah. And I go, okay, but I said there's a 4K update, yeah, but that put that game back in the news, and I started to look into it, and there's a lot of updates for it. There's a lot of new free content. So it's not just that there's a 4K update, Smooth. It's that in addition to the 4K update, there's more content. There is a new map. There are more heroes than when I first played it. And there's more balance to the game. All I was asking is this a good time to play Overwatch? But of course,
let me. Okay. I mean, it was a valid question. It's
a valid question.
5 new maps, a ton of new game modes, at least 4 new characters since you stopped playing.
Right.
So a bunch of free content.
The game has changed. The game has changed.
Man, that was innocent.
The
game has changed.
Wait. What did Smooth add to it? He said, yo, you'd play an N64 game if it was uprest.
Oh yeah. He said Super Mario 64 in 4K coming soon. As if I'm going to play that. And I felt attacked.
First of all, would you play that? Is the statement wrong? If that came out,
I would play it, but
exactly. There it goes. There it goes.
Wait a minute, hold on. I mean, it's not like it's a good game. I would play it, but that has nothing to do with Overwatch. Has nothing to do with.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know.
By the way, just to clarify, I said Superman 64, which is probably regarded as one of the worst N64 games ever made. And yes, you would play it if it was in 4K, just because it's in 4K.
Yo,
admit it.
You wouldn't play it. You wouldn't play it.
I don't know how he managed to take a jab at Overwatch while also taking a jab at Sonic's credibility, his gaming credibility.
So here's why. Because Overwatch, I mean, you sit here and say that Overwatch is in the news recently. Overwatch has not stopped being in the news. It was in the Game Awards 2 years in a row. Won numerous awards. It always has free updates.
Sonic, he's been preparing
and new maps.
For this.
So you can't sit here and say, because there's a few new characters. But come on, there's been new characters like every couple of months, new maps, new updates. This game has been in the news nonstop for 2 years. But the thing that caught your eye, yes, was the 4K.
Smooth. You dare come at 4K the God like this?
Even during the holidays when the game was on sale, and I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about getting it. Are you gonna get it too? And he's like, Nah,
No.
I don't want any part of that game.
By the way,
I didn't like it.
by the way,
It wasn't
you
fun.
wanted to cop it on
That's
PS4.
fake news. That's fake news. That's fake news. That never happened. That conversation never happened. That conversation never happened. It never happened. You never once considered Overwatch to purchase. Ever.
Don't make me go into the archives, man. Don't make me go into the archives.
Go, pull it up. I want to see the receipts because I never once heard you say, hey, I'm thinking about getting Overwatch. Are you going to get it?
When it was on sale for $30, I asked everybody in the group, I'm like, hey, is anybody still playing it? What's going on? And you were like, nope, not interested.
Smooth. You
now that it's in 4K,
game on Xbox in 4 months.
What's that?
You haven't played a game on Xbox in 4 months. You log on to use Hulu. How am I going to
playing Cuphead the last 2 weeks?
How am I going to believe that you're ready for a multiplayer game other than Splatoon 2?
I'm just saying, man.
I love the silence on that one.
You saw that, right? It was a nice little silence there.
I was taking a sip of my $1 drink from Applebee's.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you, man. Look. The point is, would I play Overwatch just because it's 4K? I'm 4K to God. I want to see what the game looks like in 4K. But
you're sipping the 4K Kool-Aid, man.
Hold on, but I realized that there's a lot of content that's there that wasn't there when I first purchased the game at launch.
That's true. Every other month.
You know what?
Go ahead.
It's essentially the main issue with this whole thing is I've always said that the reason I don't get the whole fucking pixel count and when the argument has always gotten to like visuals is I'm always like that shit just doesn't enhance the game for me. Like it might make it like a little prettier or whatever, but it doesn't make a game better. Like period, it just doesn't for me.
Yeah, not for you.
It doesn't enhance it. It doesn't enhance it. Sorry, it does enhance it, but it doesn't make a game better for me. But what you just tell me right there is exactly it actually does for you. Because I know you didn't like Overwatch. I played it with you. You had no interest in going back to that shit.
No. It's not that I didn't like it.
Exactly.
That's not what it was.
No. Hold on. What I don't understand is that why is it that no one has the ability to change their mind? What if, and I may be giving Sonic more credit than he deserves, but what if he changed his mind and said, yo, I got a multiplayer fix. Maybe Overwatch could scratch it. You know what I mean? But
nah, you got a 4K fix. Come on, let's be real.
No. Hold on. Can I just say that?
Nah, come on, man.
Multiplayer by yourself?
Sonic is multiplayer the god.
when Overwatch came out, I played with Soze for about few days, right? And okay. Yeah, remember we went through like the practice. we were trying out different characters, whatever.
At 28 minutes, I got.
But we never
36 minutes.
But we never got a full team together, and so I never really got. It's kind of like the Destiny raid. You know what I mean? Right. We never got the full experience, so I traded it in because there were other games coming out, but I don't feel like I gave it a full chance. I said I'll go back to it later. Well,
but you got your full team now. You got 4K with you. You know,
right? That's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, you got the 4K ready to go. I'm back on Xbox. I got a group together.
I feel like you guys are actually agreeing. I don't feel like you guys are actually arguing. I feel like Smooth is saying you'll play anything if it's 4K. And you're like, that's I'm 4K to God. I'm supposed to. What do you want, man? It's
you know what I mean? Well, hold on. Yeah, look. Would I play anything in 4K? Yeah, I'm admitting.
All right, so end of story. That's it.
I've always appreciated that.
So where's the bone you had to pick?
I mean, I had a bone to pick because that's not the only reason why I want to play Overwatch. That's just one reason why.
This nigga don't know what he's talking about. All right, so
move on, man. Let's move on.
Buy Applebee's.
Moving on to yo. So I've been there on my Applebee's fix where they had the 2-for-1 craziness. Like you buy a beer, you get another one free. They water that shit down,
$1, man. $1 Bahama Mama's okay. Like this
Trust
is
me, man.
Legendary.
You're being some vodka in that shit, man. We're at the bottom. We're talking Kharkov.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. It's so
but hey, it got you to realize that you are 4K to God. Anyway, let's move on. We came here to talk about today is the fact that rumor is Polygon has a story out there that EA, they've talked to someone who is close to the situation. That's literally the quote. Something like that. It's like they are close to the situation. That says that Microsoft is exploring different ways to solve their problem with first-party gaming, and that they are thinking about buying EA. They've also got Valve in the story and PubG, but EA is the big one. Electronic Arts. So these guys have been around forever, privately owned, and we're talking about the whole shebang, everything from Battlefield to Battlefront to Madden to FIFA, Respawn, which includes Titanfall, all that shit. Mass Effect because of BioWare. Microsoft wants to buy all that. And I'm going to throw it. Let's keep going with this man before he sobers up. I'm going to throw it right to Sonic. And Sonic, first of all, let me throw it your way and tell me, put on your hate hat on. And what does this tell us about Microsoft, that they're willing to throw money at EA? Like, where are we right now with the Microsoft situation?
Is it in 4K?
That's my first question. Is what resolution are we thinking of rendering these games at?
What?
Look. Hold on. All right, let me focus. So
4K the God.
So I don't really believe this story. But what I will say is, if this is indeed true, this is a huge win for Microsoft. Like, let me put it to you this way. If Microsoft is purchasing all of EA, this is the biggest win in gaming forever. I mean, think about the portfolio of game. No, really, think about the portfolio of IPs that EA has. It's insane. But I don't think that. Okay. I think that there's some.
So Sonic, they have a crap load of IPs. They have a crap load of intellectual properties. I hear you on that.
Correct.
Right? And they have a huge install base. I got you on that. But what about the fact that right now, today, as we talk about this article, if you're talking about EA stock, there's a lot of hate on them right now. Am I right? Their stock is low. It's not like they're on the apex of their history right now. Like, a lot of people hate on them because of the loot box situation, and it's across all games right now. They have a microtransaction fiasco going on over there. So
understood.
Right now, it's not like EA is the most popular publisher out right now. They're actually one of the most hated on publishers out right now.
One of the most. I think they're probably the most hated publisher out there.
But guess what? They're one of the most profitable.
But yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So we can say what we want, but FIFA Ultimate Team still makes crap load of money. Madden Ultimate Team makes a crap load of money. This is what it is. It's a huge revenue stream for them, and this doesn't surprise me because remember, a couple years ago, EA Access became exclusive to Xbox platforms, right? So that allows people to have exclusive access to certain EA games early, like 2 weeks or a week early, and it gives them discounts. 2 weeks early, and it gives them discounts on existing games. I think it's by 10%.
All right. So before we continue on,
so this isn't surprising to me.
Let me throw it to Neo real quick. And Neo, what do you think about the fact that this guy's throwing in the EA Access? I'm gonna also throw into the fact that Xbox Pass, I think, is a big part of this, right? Like, Xbox wants to go down that route. You were somebody that liked the Xbox concept before, when they were all like family friendly before PlayStation 4 made them go off online all the time. This to me smells like they want to go down that route. What do you think about that?
So
Xbox Pass.
All right, so
EA Access.
I'll be one of the first just to get this out there. I think Xbox Pass is the future. I think eventually, the Xbox Pass costs what, like $10 a month. Eventually, you'll see Xbox Pass rolled into Xbox Live. Why pay $60 when you can just pay $70 and get unlimited games per period? But this whole sale, this potential buy of EA is monumental. For the simple fact of, I think like Soze stated in the beginning, the EA Sports franchise. We're talking about Madden. We're talking about FIFA. We're talking about pretty much all EA Sports. That's huge, especially from a revenue stream perspective. Forget all of the loot box issues. EA has a huge portfolio of games. And that would really put Xbox, Microsoft really in the driver's seat. They could either decide to keep the games going on PS4, keep eating off that revenue, or say, fuck you, PS4. Imagine Europe. Imagine telling Europe the only way you're gonna play FIFA is if you buy an Xbox One. That could change the game.
I don't see that.
Well, that's a monopoly, so we would see like Sega 2K come back or some shit like that. But okay, hold up. We got two people that are really thinking about this. Before I move on to Smooth, I want Sonic. Just give me a number. Sonic, how much is this going to cost Microsoft to buy EA?
Oh my God!
All right, Neo, how much?
That's
a
10.
Microsoft.
Okay. Ready. So if Microsoft bought Minecraft for what was it, 1.5 billion? Yeah. I could easily see this being double that. Easily.
All right. So here's the deal. EA at the last audit was $3 billion on just their staff. Their staff is worth $3 billion.
$5 billion.
All right. We're not talking about no IPs. No IPs. Just taking their studios, hardware, and their people. They're worth $3 billion. All right. We're talking 20, 30, upwards of $50 billion. All right, guys?
Whoa, wait. Hold on. Time out.
I might be undercutting this.
Time out. We're assuming that Microsoft is going to buy EA as a corporation. I'm assuming that Microsoft's going to buy the IP that EA owns.
No. I'm talking acquisition.
You understand?
I'm talking acquisition, like total acquisition.
No, I don't see that happening. I see them going out and buying like the Burnout franchise. I see them buying like the Star Wars Battlefront.
Star Wars is not EA license though. That's Disney.
And that's not what the article says.
They have the partnerships though, and the partnerships are just as valuable, right? Because I could see Microsoft buying, let's say, Respawn. You know why Respawn is so valuable? Because Respawn's next game isn't Titanfall 3. It's actually the next Star Wars game. You know what I mean?
Well, again, that's not what this article is saying. This article is not talking about like individual developers. It's saying the publisher. And you can't say they're talking about just the IPs because who would develop all this shit? If you say we're taking over all the sports, who's going to develop all those games? You have to buy the studios. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now we're talking tens billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure I get what all y'all are saying, but that's what we're playing here with.
But
Smooth,
guess what?
What do you think about this? Because I think Smooth is off the train. Smooth off the train. Tell me, what do you feel about this? What does it say about Microsoft?
So I don't think they're going to go in the direction of making it exclusive to Xbox. So this won't solve the initial question of, solving their problem when it comes to exclusive titles. I think they'll do around the day for Minecraft. It'll be on all systems. And, those enjoy the revenue stream that comes with all the microtransactions. And they'll also, like you said, put it on the Game Pass for the Game Pass subscribers. But I can't see them making it exclusive to it because they're leaving way too much money on the table. With PS4, Switch, making it exclusive to a 30 million install base, it's not going to do them any good.
Well, I agree with that.
You're saying from EA's aspect. Why would EA do it? Is that what you're saying?
No, in terms of because it was thrown out earlier about them making it exclusive to just Xbox console, but I don't see them going that route. I think it'll still be on all platforms, but they'll,
yes, but
for the licensing, for the revenue,
let me give you an example. I can see sports games saying they have to be on both, right? But I could easily see a lot of platform exclusives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Could you imagine?
So let's get excited about this. Neil, give me some of the games that would come over if this did happen. If Microsoft buys EA, because I know we got Detroit. That's one of the ones I was most excited about. They get Detroit. What else is coming down the pipeline?
Well, the Destiny competitor, and it's slipping my name right now. Anthem. Or you know what?
Let's go.
Or not
That's
just
a big one.
Not just Anthem. What about Battlefield?
See, but they can't. They can't take games. They can't take games that are already in development for PS4 and pull them. It would have to be Anthem 2. Like, you can't pull stuff midstream.
Who said that?
No, you can definitely pull that shit, bro.
It may not.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it may not make financial sense.
All the time.
But look at it this way.
So then why do it if it doesn't make financial sense?
Okay, how many studios do you see close when they say, "Oh, we were well in in development. Shoot, the game that I wanted so bad on Xbox with the dude on the dragons and shit. Scalebound. That shit was way into development, and Microsoft put the axe on it. So trust me, they can put
Fable?
the axe whenever.
Well, we're thinking about it
I don't
wrong,
think
though.
they turned their back on 60 million install base on the PS4.
Sonic, how should we be thinking about it? Where are we?
Well, so I kind of agree with Smooth on this, because all of that you got to think of it this way. There's evergreen games. There's Madden, there's FIFA, there's Star Wars. Those are games that have microtransactions. The games that have microtransactions are going to live on every and any platform that they can, okay? Whatever it is. But remember, there's a value add component to selling a system. That's the problem that Xbox has right now, is they don't have those big marquee exclusives to sell the console. They just have 4K right now, which worked for me, but it doesn't work for the average consumer. I can see them bringing back. So I can see them bringing back a Burnout or Dead Space or the Army of Two.
They got a lot of
you know
IP.
what I mean?
Yo, they got a lot of.
I can see them. I can see them bringing back other IP, but I can't see them pulling back games that were already announced for other platforms and making those exclusives. So yes, I agree that new stuff that's in the pipe that hasn't been announced. Yeah, but not stuff that's already been shown at E3 and is shown to be coming to.
So let me bring up one thing that we're thinking of console gaming and only console gaming, but by buying EA, that opens you up to a lot of mobile gaming too. Don't sleep.
True.
That's on the reason why this even slightly believable is because this puts them Minecraft level where they could easily just go into the mobile space and make double the profit.
All right, so I get totally what you're saying, man. And here's my deal with it: is first of all, who's got the most to gain here? All right, so Microsoft at this point, I think this is about pushing units, consoles, and they could get a better Xbox Game Pass if they had EA under their wing. I think they could go exclusive on all that shit. Okay, so they have everything to gain here. They're trying to push more units. They could say that they have FIFA and Madden, or at the very least, they could say that they have it earlier than everyone else. So, I mean, this is for Microsoft. What does EA have to gain from this? Nothing. Like, they have nothing to gain from this except a shit ton of money. So Microsoft has to throw fucking money at this thing. So that's why I think this is not going to happen. This is like, unless it comes out, I mean, fuck it, man. Dre sold Beats for $2 billion. Billions doesn't even mean shit anymore. I don't even know. But the point is, this is big money for it to actually go down. The other two that are in this article, by the way, are PubG and Valve, which is a lot more likely. Like, PubG is just a game.
Yeah, PUBG, you know I can see that all the way. I mean, they already have the exclusive deal. There's been nothing announced of the PS4 or the Switch or anything else. So if they were to pull this off now, it's like, okay, we already have them. It already released for the Xbox. That's our studio now.
I'm not really sold on PUBG. I feel like PUBG is huge for the PC crowd.
Well, the install base on the Xbox is huge.
Well,
it is.
But hold on. You were asking. So Ace, you were asking, what does EA have to gain from this? EA, if EA goes through with this acquisition and they are now officially under Microsoft, what that basically means is they've given the power back to the developers that they own. So now Respawn Entertainment, you can sit there and say, okay, they're working on the next Star Wars game. But remember, they were originally working on Titanfall. So if they're now under Microsoft, guess what? They're going to be able to develop a game that the developer wants to make.
So, I got you. So the developer, here's the thing. Here's the deal, though.
Pro-developer.
EA is
pro-developer.
Yeah, but that's because EA is privately owned. So when I say, what does EA have to gain? I mean, who does the investors have to gain? So we're talking about people that don't code.
I'll give you a good example. That right now, EA would look at it like this. So we can sell all of our IPs that we had no intention of renewing or continuing developing on and make money off it. For sure, I'll sell all of those old IPs. Xbox, you can have them all. Have the Burnouts, have whatever you have, the Dead Space. You can have all of our old IPs because our mission moving forward is microtransaction games. Is keep I guess the flow going of the development, the anthems. And then maybe EA says, we don't sell you our games in development. We only sell you our old IPs. That could work too.
That would be a better play. That would be a better play, in my opinion, because they have so many dormant franchises under their wing. I mean, you could go back to 2006 with Black. Black just got Xbox One in hand. Like, you could bring that back. You know what I mean?
Listen,
and this goes back to Neo's point. But this goes back to Neo's point. Right now, EA is viewed as games as service. So all the games that they push out have this service model to them. They need to gain equity back into the hearts of gamers so that they can get more developers under their wing, so that they can develop more lucrative games. You know what I mean? Like Bethesda's
they don't care. Maybe they don't care. Look, I mean, it may not be the thing that you want to hear, but maybe they don't care, which is why they're not denying and kind of publicly saying, no, this is not what we're doing.
Yeah, but Neo, they need to have a diversified portfolio. They can't just have a bunch of casino games out there on the mobile. They got to have games that speak to single player content, that have more of a multiplayer focus without microtransactions. They have to have a diversity.
I think that's the opinion
that doesn't exist anymore.
I think that's the opinion of a gamer.
Yeah, all of this. By the way. These are all opinions by gamers, by the way, all four. But what I will say about this is what Neo is proposing, I think, is that not that it's an EA acquisition, just that EA sells some of this shit to Microsoft. You just want Microsoft to buy some of not the big sports games and not the Star Wars games and not the microtransaction games. Just pick and choose what they're going to get from it.
Yeah, I mean, that would.
That's basically what you're saying.
That would work.
I mean, yeah, that's a totally different story.
But hold on. But
hold on. One thing
like this is.
Say it again.
I was going to say, one thing that we're forgetting is Valve and all this. So we talked about PubG, we talked about EA.
I think that Valve is potentially even bigger.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I think Valve would probably be the most likely and
for Hearthstone.
No,
for Hearthstone.
One word. Steam. Steam.
There you go.
But what? I don't
Valve
get
really
that.
means
It's a market. They have Xbox Live Marketplace.
No, but here's the thing. So tons of gamers already use Steam. Steam is the online marketplace, right? So yes, Xbox is trying to get into that. They have the Microsoft Store. What better idea than actually to buy the whole marketplace? But it's like, I think what you're trying. It's the equivalent of the rumors that you get of Amazon potentially buying Target.
But what do they gain from that? What other what are they really getting from that?
No, Sonic. The whole thing is Microsoft is trying to become they're trying to be the crossover of both PC and console gaming. They're trying to do both at the same time.
Exactly.
And I think,
but they do it now, though. They do it right now.
They don't do it successfully. With Steam, they do.
Yes.
They have Xbox. They have Xbox Play anyway.
Hold on. But you're missing one small thing. Everyone who plays on Steam, let's say you load up a game on Steam, you're using Steam and whatever the in-game matchmaking is. Imagine that now you build the Xbox platform, and now all matchmaking goes through Xbox, PC or Xbox. Now they can go and say, we killed two birds with one stone. Now you have your cross-platform gaming by default. Now you can.
But you're talking about what's happening right now, though. Xbox is already doing that.
They are, but
Xbox is
only on certain games, though, that they choose. But now you're opening the door to hundreds and hundreds of games, and you can hit those same people up for Xbox Live subscriptions and everything. I mean, that's a huge revenue stream that they can be tapped into right now.
If Xbox Anywhere took off, at best, they'd be number 2 in PC gaming. At best. If they do this, they're automatically number 1, hands down. First day it becomes official.
But they're already, but they're already.
They're far
the trajectory for them is getting towards where Steam is. So what does Steam give them in addition? What does Steam give them that they don't already have? You know what I'm saying?
You just said you're trying to be Steam. At best, it could become Steam, and I'm telling you, they're trying to buy it. Period. Over. Done. They don't have to try to become Steam. They are Steam.
I don't see it, man. I see it as redundant. I see them just buying. They're just buying users.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
yes. What if?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Ready? What if those users convert to Xbox Live owners?
Right? So they're gonna pay $60 a year for a subscription?
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But why not? Especially with Xbox Game Pass. Now you tell somebody who's using Steam that guess what? Their games on Steam, just pay the pass and you get it for free.
Well, but hold on. Xbox Game Pass is a separate subscription for Xbox Live. It's not the same thing.
It is for now, but I think that they definitely could merge it and they can turn it into something that's going to help entice those Steam users from, making it easier to swallow to pay for Xbox Live. But hey, by the way, you get Game Pass for free, and here's everything else you get.
Exactly. Xbox Game Pass costs $10. There is only a matter of time before Xbox Game Pass starts getting bundled in with Xbox Live. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
To me, it's like the cost per acquisition is too high to say I need to buy Steam. They're already going in the direction where they can acquire those users with Game Pass. They have so much equity. They have Game Pass. They have Xbox Live Gold, which gives you free games.
Yeah, but
you remember,
they can. Their job at this point is to sway.
The Zune
I can already tell this is going down a bad path. But go ahead.
But hold on.
Xbox Nowhere can very easily be Zune, as where Steam is an iPod. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's not it. No, you got it wrong.
Is good.
This ain't Zune. They're closer than that.
So all right, just entertain me. Why do you think it would be a bad idea to acquire all of those PC gamers?
No. That's not the right question. The question should be why should they be spending such a high cost per acquisition to get those PC gamers over to Xbox when they just came out with the Xbox One X, which is to close the gap between what PC owners have and what console owners have. They have a Game Pass, which adds.
How does it close that? How does it close the gap?
From a power perspective, because what is the PC?
Yeah, but that's
PC master race has been saying we have 4K, we have 60 FPS. Guess what? Xbox One X has that. And
I'm sorry, no. That's not what I don't think that's what Xbox is trying to. They're trying to do crossplay here.
They're trying to close the gap.
But
what I'm saying is
platform. They're trying to make console gaming and PC gaming the same thing.
Exactly. They're trying to pioneer that. So by buying Steam, you're spending billions of dollars when you could just use a fraction of that money on marketing to get those Steam users over to Xbox. It's a much smarter move.
Marketing is tough.
I don't see.
Marketing
because
don't reinvent the wheel.
Steam has like 95% of the market share on PC. So and then you have Xbox Live, and then you have Origins or whatever else, rounding it off. So you acquire Steam, you have millions and millions of gamers who will potentially buy the Xbox Pass. You have crossplay out the box. Right now the Xbox Anywhere is only on, a couple games here and there, but you open it up to Steam, you get those people subscribing to the Game Pass.
Look at it
this way. That's a huge revenue stream.
Exactly. Look,
that's what it's all about. And then you get Valve properties. You get Half-Life. You get Portal. They got. If you want some more exclusives, those are the things that they can kind of help to tap into. But again, it's all about the user base.
You play Half-Life in 4K. You'd play Half-Life in 4K.
Exactly.
No, I would. But here's the thing. It's like we're talking about IP though. We were talking about Steam. No, Steam and IP is a totally different thing.
But no, we're talking about Valve.
Steam as a whole.
But we're talking about Valve.
But what I'm saying is,
it was the acquisition of these things. Acquisition of Valve, acquisition of EA. Yeah.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, the bread and butter for Valve is not going to be Steam. It's going to be the IP. It's going to be Left 4 Dead. It's going to be
I don't think so.
Portal. It's going to be Half. Are you kidding me? If Half-Life, if Microsoft came out on E3 and said Half-Life 3, tell me millions upon millions. The gap. Whoever doesn't have an Xbox is gonna buy Xbox for Half-Life.
No, I don't know.
You know why? Bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
Yo,
are you kidding? That is the
Hold on. When did Half-Life 2 come out?
Doesn't matter.
It does. Do you know why?
Because no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
A huge generation, or just a huge demographic of people that didn't play Half-Life. That give two fucks about it. Show me a demo. Show me that the gaming is cool, and then maybe. But then now you have to go through the whole marketing of getting people to show, hey, this is Half-Life. This is why Half-Life is good.
Let me say something. Half-Life is the Michael Jordan of video games.
Really?
It is
Would you play it now?
Yes.
Would you play it now?
It is this.
If it's in 4K, maybe.
It's not about that. No. You don't understand. You don't understand. I understand. In the NBA, Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. But it's the idea. It's the idea of Michael Jordan that has the equity. The idea of Half-Life, regardless of what it is, is the equity. That's the equity.
I just gotta say one thing. You know how you always say that we all get caught up in the nostalgia thing. This is what's happening right now. I'm just throwing that out there. Come on.
But I'm not speaking on behalf of myself. I'm speaking on behalf of people who are Half-Life fans.
Sonic,
exactly. No. Exactly, and that's the problem. That there's not enough of you. There's not enough of you to bring 10 million or 20 million Xbox.
All right. So
I completely disagree, but
no, it would bring a shit ton of people, guys. It would bring a shit ton of people, but this isn't about getting a few million. This is about them course correcting and getting their stocks up again. That's why this is about acquisitions, and we're talking about billions of dollars being dropped by Microsoft. So I want to make sure we're on track. So here we go, real quick before we go on with this. I want to go around the table real quick. I just want quick answers. All right, I'm gonna say what your probability is of Microsoft actually making the purchase. So I'll start with EA, smooth. High, no chance, or maybe? Microsoft buys EA. No chance. All right, Sonic. EA. Microsoft
maybe. They need more exclusives, so I think they're looking at this seriously.
So 50%. Give me a percentage real quick, just so I know it's good.
I'm gonna give 55%.
All right. Neo, same question.
Buys EA 0%. Buys EA
acquisition.
Okay, acquisition 0%. Not happening. Not happening.
All right, so now let's do the same thing with Valve. Smooth, hit me off. Valve, what percentage?
I'm giving it an 82% right there.
Wow, the year I was born. Sonic, what do you got? What percentage?
Much less. I give it like 20%.
All right, so there's.
I don't think Valve needs Microsoft.
Okay, so you're saying there's some chance though that Microsoft acquires Valve. Neo, finish it off. What do you think?
I don't think they'll acquire Valve either.
And finally, PubG. Neo, start us off. PubG, what percentage?
PubG, actually, I would go 50%.
All right.
I don't particularly like PubG, but 50%.
I'm gonna go 75% on that one. I'm gonna go much higher on that one. I think that's happening.
Wow, big probability that's going
happening.
Down.
Yeah.
And Smooth, what do you got going on?
I'm up there too. I mean, I think it's a really smart deal for them. I'm up there with 8%.
Are you saying one or the other? Because you gave 82 before. So are you saying both? They are going to buy both?
Yes.
Yeah, but Valve and PUBG. All right. Yes.
But we got to establish that those are two different things. Like an acquisition of EA and of Valve is like acquiring a whole company. Whereas PUBG is just a game, you know what I mean? Because if I was to give a percentage, I would say 90% that Microsoft leaves with an EA property when it's all said and done, but not with the company.
Gotcha. Holy shit. All right, and finish it off with this. Guys, I think that Microsoft has to do something. I mean, if they want to stay in the console game, I think that they have to drop some money right now before their stock drops any lower. And they are trying to cross over with the PC crowd. Like, that's been their MO for probably the last, 7 years. So that's why it makes sense to me that it goes down with Valve. Now, EA does have a big, online presence as well. And so I could see them doing that one a lot more than actually PUBG, believe it or not. I think PUBG is the easiest. That's why we gave it high percentages. But I would rather see them go with, just entirely acquire EA for fucking $50 billion, and let's get some exclusives from Respawn and all that. Or, I'd rather see them do something big. Do you guys think that Microsoft needs it, or is just Microsoft stay the course?
They need it. They need it bad. I mean, they got a few exclusives this year, but they need to make a move. They have the console that's the most powerful console on the market right now as far as home console is concerned. They've got to supply that with a big name, a big name franchise. I think they can make a huge splash if they acquire Visceral Games. And I know that they're working on a Star Wars franchise right now, but I think Visceral.
They already got
Visceral.
They got this.
Well, but Visceral still exists though. But so it still exists as a developer. It's just the game that they were working on got canned. My point is get that studio, get the requisite pieces, and then get the IPs like the Burnouts and the Dead Spaces, and put that on exclusive on Xbox. I think you're winning at that point.
Neil, do they need to make a move right now or stay the course?
So look, they need to make a move, but the reality, which is just the sad truth, which it hurts to even say it, is that even if they were to buy 20 properties, ain't shit coming out for like 4 or 5 years at the very least. So is this gonna really make them right the ship?
Unless they buy EA, I think they could, but I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I just don't see them even buying a property, bring it into development just to release when? In 2 or 3 years when PS5 drops?
What I'm surprised about is I feel like all the other consoles at some point have been here and they figured out a way to get through it. I remember when PS4 was out, they were the number one console, and Microsoft was pimping that they had Forza, a new Halo, and a new Gears of War all at the same time. And today they don't have anything, and it seems like it's a big deal. I'm not sure what really happened. Like, can't they do what PlayStation did, which is maybe do some ports of old classics? Doesn't Microsoft have any classics that they can port? Is that the problem here, that they don't have any classics? Because Nintendo and Sony can do this. They can go 18 months without a fucking mega hit and survive. These guys are going to destroy that line. Well, what's going on here?
I don't know, because
what's different?
Just look at it this way: Gears 2, Gears 3, Gears 4. Why didn't they get remade? You know, they put the Coalition on another game. You know, I feel like maybe instead of trying to acquire EA or acquire Valve, maybe Microsoft should put that money to new IP. Just buy out places, just get development, and see what sticks. Because at the end of the day, you know, having a new IP is going to be 10 times more valuable than in the short term than buying Valve or EA. That will pay off in the long term.
See,
I agree with that.
That's where I disagree. I don't think that Microsoft cares about the console space anymore. I think the Xbox One X was like a last hurrah to the fans. They're more about, you know, the Game Pass, the Xbox Anywhere, the Play Anywhere. I don't think they care about the exclusives anymore. And really, I mean, again, Xbox One X, just a final farewell to the fans, because 4K is really not that big a deal. And
that's the Nintendo guy.
There we go.
That's the guy who keeps playing in 720p.
720 fucking p, man. Unbelievable.
When the Wii U was out, the PlayStation 4 was hot. But right
now,
we're
trying to put people on Mars, and he's playing in 720p. Like, right. This is unbelievable. Tesla just had a rocket launch in LA, and we still playing in 720p. But go ahead, man. I digress.
Hey, like I said, man, they don't care about exclusives. They care about the revenue streams. Xbox Game Pass. That's why I think Steam is there. More likely to happen, because it's all about the revenue at this. They don't care about consoles. They don't care about exclusives.
I don't disagree with that last statement. I think it is more about the revenue streams, and I could see them going, like, their platform just being a little different than just being a console, like something to do with Xbox Pass / EA Access, something along those lines. They are all about, like, connecting that platform to the PC world. So I mean, I'm with you. I hear what you guys are saying. But listen, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We've been here for a hot minute. I think what we're all saying is Microsoft needs to make some sort of power move. We're not sure what it means. EA would be what I think most of us would like to see. I think that's what would make the quickest turnaround. But I think we're all underestimating how much that would actually cost. Neo has an alternative thought of how they can make it happen. And Valve seems to be the one that makes the most sense if they're really trying to connect themselves to the PC fan base. I want to thank everybody for listening to us, which is the guys from The Hangout. I want to thank the fans that asked for this show to happen, Eddie from The Hangout. And I want to thank everybody for listening, Eddie from The Hangout. I really do want to thank you guys. I want to get the hell out of here. Say peace, deuce, the whole thing. I'm out of here. Deuce.
Peace.
Shout out to Applebee's.